Hey everyone, so I got my swim in. Today I did 20 minutes and then I also used the sauna as well. So that was good. I don't normally use the sauna, but today I decided to use it because it helps. But we still had a better lifestyle in Zimbabwe compared to here. I'm very upset with Mnangagwa. I don't know what they want me to do to come back because I don't have a good lifestyle here. When I came to Canada, I had to commute 3 hours every day. Then I lived in a small room with dirty people. They shared the kitchen. That guy was dirty. He used to cook and let his oil drip all over the floor. Then I had to clean it up. And in the oven, he never used to clean up after himself. Then I moved from Brownsline and Lakeshore. Then I bought my condo. But it was not a good experience. And then I used to go to the church there, and I had to go sit in the laundrette and do my laundry because I didn't have anybody close by. So I had to go and sit there. Then drunks used to come in, drug addicts. There were Polish people that rented me that room. But it was not a good experience. And then I got that job at TD, and then they laid me off, and after that it was so hard for me. I could never get back into a good position. It was all contract work, 3 to 6 months. And they all said, oh, she's so good, oh, we should get her back here. Then they never did anything. Then I got this job, but it was at Teleperformance, and I took it out of desperation because it was paying minimum wage. I couldn't get anything else. And then I stayed there thinking, okay, you know what, they'll promote me. Every time the managers tried to promote me, they got pushed back. So I better go back. That's why I told him. I'm very upset with him because we had a much better lifestyle there compared to here. Big houses, nice cars. Now today there's robberies all over, isn't it? Not only here. There also. And to be honest with you, when I went home, I felt very safe in Zimbabwe by Umesh and them. I didn't feel unsafe. And they already told me, Umesh and Pana and Mrs. Harry and them, they told me you should stay in Canada. I said, yeah, but if things get very bad, they said, oh, if things get very bad, you can come home. And imagine, I told them I want to come home every year. That's what they wanted also. Now it's 6 years I haven't been home. I haven't seen them. They're also my family. I haven't seen them. And now Uncle Narayan passed away. They're not like the family here. They love me. They like me to come. This family here, they don't even come. They don't come for one Christmas, one Easter, nothing. I did my duty. I went. I used to take the bus and go 8 hours on the bus, then another bus, then another train. I went. They never came. They've got cars, they've got everything, but they never made an effort. So I won't be alone. If I go back to Zim, I won't be alone. I've got my friends there. I've got the Harrys. A lot of people are going back. They're going back to South Africa. They're going back because they're tired of this rat race. They're tired of working in minimum wage and never getting a break, never coming up. And what happened to me at Blessed Sacrament is what happens to all the South Africans and all the Zimbabweans. There's very few, like maybe Stephen Pincus at Goodman's. He's made partner, so good for him. But the rest of us, we always land up in minimum wage. We can't make ends meet. We can't pay our bills. We can't buy properties. We can't do anything here. So why would you want to stay? People are leaving. People are going back to work at the banks in South Africa, to work at EY, to work at all these big companies. They're going. They're going back to South Africa. They're going back to Zimbabwe. They're leaving. They're going to Dubai. For me, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of living like this. And every time I set up a GoFundMe, I have to send out the link. I have to talk to people. There's no support from the church. There's no help from the church for me and my mom. I don't even have a property to sell. Before, at least I had that property to sell. Now I've got nothing. You know, you say go and rent a room in a house. Rent a room in the house on what? On fresh air? I'm not looking to work with the rich. I don't like working with the rich. I look to work with the poor, to work with the underprivileged, to help in the schools. That's what I did here for Stephen Harper and the Nelson Mandela Children's Fund. I went to the schools here to talk about him, to talk about apartheid, to talk about the history of it and Canada's supporting it and what Canada did. That's what I did here. They paid me. They gave us a stipend for that, and they paid for our transportation. So, I mean, I really don't know what else people want me to do, what they want us to do. And even here in the condo, one of my neighbors, he went on holiday, and he came back and he told me my place was broken into. I'm on the east side, he's on the west side. He told me my place was broken into. I came home and I found the door open. The same thing happened to me when I was living at Rosewell Gardens. And then it turned out, they found out that there were problems on the board. The board members had used subpar materials when they built those condos. So maybe that's part of the reason my condo wasn't selling initially. But there was a big investigation into the board there. So I mean, good things and bad things happen everywhere. For me, I just feel that, you know what, all these big companies, all these big firms, I've been trying to get HRPA to give me the opportunity to present my John Maxwell, my spiritual direction. Nothing. So, you know, I mean, there's no point sitting here and wasting your life. And, you know, I used to read for Father Larry for Christmas, for Easter, for all the big functions. Now all of a sudden it's a problem. I have to be removed from the schedule. I'm not going back there. The priests can do whatever they want. If that's how they feel, if it's that big of a deal and you don't want me in the parish, it's fine. I just won't bother. Because I gave a lot of years of my life to helping Father Larry, supporting him. I supported Father Peter Taroni. I supported a lot of the priests, Father Frank. I know a lot of the priests here in Toronto. So if they're going to make a big deal out of me making one mistake, what about all the mistakes they make on the altar? What about that? Do they get 5 emails from Cardinal Collins or Cardinal Leo about their mistakes? I'm also tired of it. I had a much better lifestyle there. And you can say, oh yeah, you've got the medical care here and all that. What medical care? The standards are falling here too. The wait times are growing longer. They're cutting back on staff. People in Zimbabwe go to India and Switzerland and everywhere for treatment. And I mean, I don't see the point. If people are going to keep on putting me into poverty, I don't see the point. Everything I worked for here, I can take it and go. Everything in this apartment is mine. I bought it. I bought the paintings from Zimbabwe. I bought everything here. I didn't go and steal like the crooks that are coming into the building and stealing. And who knows how they're even getting into the units from the other side. My neighbor told me. I don't know if he moved out now or what, but he told me. He said, I came home and the door was open. My door going out onto the balcony. It can happen anywhere. Even Sandy, the lady that taught me aromatherapy for nascent naturals, she told me, she said, a guy broke in. She said, I took him and I threw him off the balcony. So, another colleague of mine, Lisa, who I worked with, she told me that it was her, the caretaker. She came home one day and he was sitting naked on her chair. She said to him, what are you doing here? He said, oh, don't play hard to get. She said, I'm not playing hard to get. What are you doing? Get out of my apartment. I'll tell your wife. He said, go and tell my wife. My wife wants me to have an affair with you. So, there's sick people out there. In Zimbabwe, if somebody does that to you, the police will arrest them. And never mind the police, the community will get together and they'll hit them. I don't joke. I don't play. This is not a game. My life is not a game. My life was wasted here. It was wasted. because people know my worth. They know the skills I brought to Canada. They know my education. They know that I'm good, and yet they're letting my life rot. I mean, it's ridiculous. That's what I say. It's ridiculous. I haven't been back to the church. I got tired of it. I'm like, you know what? When you guys decide you want to treat me properly, then maybe I'll come back. You want to treat me like this, I'm not coming back. Do whatever you guys want. The church is also rotting from inside. And even Raymond used to tell me that. Raymond, when we used to go to Regis College and Wilmot, they used to tell me the church is rotting from the inside. They said you can pray at home even if you want. So even the sisters told me that. Some of the sisters I went to for spiritual direction. It's ridiculous.